Hello, everybody. How are you doing? I'm doing Gemini's January, February 2020 love reading. So, if you don't mind, please like, share, subscribe. If you need a personal reading, look down below to the link. And if you'd like to make a donation, also there's a link below. Okay, all right. So, the first card that I have for you, Gemini's, is the Four of Roses, okay? So, it's weird. You guys have, okay, let me just put it to you this way. You have marriage and family, like children, as your first two cards, okay? These cards popped out of the deck pretty quickly before I even really finished asking a question, okay? For Geminis. So I'm going to put down one card, okay? So the respect card means that whatever relationship that you found yourself in January, I guess that would be right about now. You feel a sense of loyalty or desire to be in union with this partner in a long-term way. Like you have the ability to mesh well with this person, and this person is feeling the same way about you. Let me see. Okay, so that is the respect card. Okay, so now we have the Six of Shells, which is joy. This card is about children, okay? So this card is about either innocence, your children together with your partner, or a childhood friend. It's about the joy that children bring into your life. And if you don't have joy in your life through children, then you're being happy and kind of enjoying your life and being just joyful on the inside, letting your bright, happy, when I say innocent, it's almost like you're not thinking to get in trouble. It's like you're thinking about all the really cool things that you can do to explore your world if you don't have children, okay? Okay, so the next thing here is the Queen of Gems reversed, okay? So the nurturer is in the reverse because there's something going on within this home and family situation. When this queen is in the reverse, that means that she's out of her element. So I'm going to flip the card upright, okay? So this Queen of Gems, she is wealthy, okay? When it comes to wealth, she is the Queen of Pentacles, okay? So more so than the Queen of Swords or the Queen of Cups or the Queen of Wands. This queen is about her wealth and her family. So this queen has it all together in the upright and she is wealthy, okay? But in the reverse, she's more so condescending and looking down on other people. Instead of her family and her household being all together and her marriage being all together, things are out of whack in this queen's life. So let me see. Not sure if there's anything else. So when I say things, because the previous two cards here were marriage and family, so her marriage may be out of whack, and her relationship with their children may be out of whack right now. Okay, so the next card here is the Hermit. So there's an element going on of being in solitude, deeply thinking about what she wants, and okay, so now the next card is the Four of Gems, which is possessiveness, okay? So this card means you're not really focused on love if you are in Queen of Gems, Geminis, okay? Because I think that's your energy. You're not necessarily focused on love. It almost seems like love and children are on their way to you or they're already in your life, but you are either upside down or you're in solitude. Was that card? Okay, that card was in the upright, so I don't know if that's willingly that you were in solitude. But this Four of Gems means that maybe you're focused on taking care of your home, not really focused on love. I don't know. So maybe at the moment, if you're a Gemini, maybe perhaps you're staying close to home and you're not necessarily focused on love, even if love is trying to come toward you. Okay, so the next card is the Eight of Wings, and this is a card of indecision, okay? So this card means that there is something in regard to your home life that you are indecisive about. Eight of Swords. Okay, so I'm going to get more into that when I get to the next card. But yeah, the next card is going to explain it a little bit more. So the reason why Gemini is not too interested in love at the moment is because there is a partner who is indecisive about what he wants. Or I'm not sure if this is Gemini who is indecisive about what she wants. Now, you could be a masculine Gemini. You could be a male Gemini, but the card is showing the qualities of a Gemini who might normally enjoy home and family life, but right now it's almost like, okay, let me explain this better. So this Queen of Gems in the reverse, it is as if she is normally, okay, if you are a male Gemini, it's as if you normally will be happy to take care of your home. Okay, you're still in the home taking care of the home, but it's almost like the home is more what you're concerned about, not the people. In the upright, maybe perhaps it'd be the people and the home. So for some reason you're in the home, but I don't know if that makes sense to you guys. It's almost like the solitude card basically explains it. But so that's relevant if you're a male Gemini or a female Gemini. But that's Gemini's energy, where it's like you're disconnected from your spouse or your children for some reason in January. And okay, so the indecision for the Gemini is in regard to your partner. So I'm just going to kind of do this based on energy, I guess. So Gemini's partner is likely causing drama in the relationship because of his or her behavior. So if you're a Gemini, your partner is probably not being faithful to you and is dating around, and you probably don't know this because the partner is not telling you the truth of where they are or are not. So it's almost like your partner is kind of rebellious. And so you cannot build a relationship with a person who's not going to be truthful or faithful. And so that's why you have Gemini in the reverse. It's almost like you've been working so hard, but yet in spite of the fact you've been working so hard on your home and family because that was your primary job, it's as if you are constantly being sabotaged by someone who's not putting in work in the family and doing other things. Okay? So, and that's why, okay, so feelings are hurt on Gemini's side because of being undervalued, of not being appreciated. Let me see what else is going on. So what's going on, as I stated, it's almost as if Gemini was carrying the whole home and family in the upright, okay? But because of the bad behavior of this person, that Gemini's partner, it turns Gemini in the reverse, and all of a sudden Gemini has to be in solitude because Gemini wants to turn back upright. But Gemini can't do that with this type of bad behavior going on, okay? So the reason for the seclusion has to do with, I guess, the new year trying to straighten out Gemini. So that could be why there's a, I don't have, let me see. I don't have the separation card here. I don't have 8 of Cups here or 8 of Shells here right now. But, yeah. So what is Gemini's partner doing? Okay. So Gemini's partner took it upon his or herself to find another partner without telling Gemini. Okay. So in this case, there's a feminine Gemini here with a masculine spouse or a person. And so the partner of Gemini has another person here. Okay. So in this case, the other person is an adventurer. Okay. The other person is very social. They're very flirty, very affectionate, but immature. Okay. So, so one more thing that I will say is that the queen, even though she's in the reverse, she's still a queen. Her partner, on the other hand, is more immature. So he's in prince energy, like that of a young adult or a teenager. So he's not mature enough to be in a relationship. and that's why it's causing problems. So he is finding people of like maturity. So if he's a prince, he found a princess instead of a queen because he wasn't mature. So these are maybe adult people in young people's energy who are not mature enough to be in long-term relationships. So that means the initial two cards of respect and joy in this reading are just explaining that the queen is married, but this is going on behind the scenes. So this princess is sleeping with likely someone else, okay? And this princess that he is seeing, his lover, is sleeping with someone else, okay? So his lover, the queen's husband's lover is sleeping with an intelligent young man who has strongly held beliefs, and he's kind of a protector, okay? So in all honesty, this princess will be better off with her other person, because the person that the queen's husband, this person here, he's not going to be faithful or loyal to anyone. So in all honesty, this Prince of Wings, at least he's in the upright. Not to say that this prince here, the queen's husband, he's in the upright too, but his behavior is not going to be mature enough to keep a relationship together or family life together. Okay? So when you have this situation here where you have the princess and she has two partners here, so maybe perhaps this is a karmic and then she has two partners. If I were her, I would choose the Prince of Wings because at least he's a protector. He knows what he believes in. He may not cheat on her. He may be real. Okay? So now the next card here will tell you what is going on. So we have the Five of Roses, okay? And the Five of Roses is a card of competition, as I just explained to you. Okay? So I'm going to put down the other cards. Give me a minute. Okay. So I kind of just explained to you what I would do if I were her. So I'm almost sure that is what she is doing. She's so basically the competition card explains that the queen's husband is aware that there's another his lover has another lover. He's aware of it, okay? So now the next card here is the Moon. So what I think is going on is that the queen's husband is afraid that he is going to lose the lover to her other lover, okay? And so now we have disappointment in the reverse, okay? And so what does this mean? This means that basically he didn't win the competition because he's not faithful anyway. So it's very likely that this prince, he could have had more than just that one princess that he was seeing because of his behavior here. He's the charmer. His behavior is not the type of a faithful partner. So that's probably why he ends up disappointed. What does he do? Well, you know what? Actually, in this case, let's see what he does, okay? Let's see. I was at disappointment. So now we're at Eight of Gems, okay? Perfectionism. So when I see this card, I always think about Virgos. I'm not sure why. So, let me see. We have disappointment in the reverse. Okay. All right. So this is Five of Cups, reversed. And, that just means that maybe perhaps he's seeing what he has left over. Like he spilled 3 cups. So the 3 cups was his lover, this princess. So now that he cried over spilled milk, he looked around and he saw the other 2 cups that were left. Okay? So now he's looking in the other direction. So in this spread in particular, this charmer here, it seems like he was only dealing with the queen and the lover, okay? So probably I don't like this card, so I'm always like saying this person has so many people, but in this reading, he only has 2 people, okay, that I'm aware of, okay? So Now, he was disappointed because he lost the lover. Okay, now the Eight of Gems here, perfectionism. So as I stated a while ago, okay, the reason why I was bringing that up is because, okay, there's something about this prince here in regard to perfectionism that is causing a problem, okay? And excuse me for the noise there. So there's a problem here in regard to I can't talk that long because I didn't charge my phone enough. So, and I tried to go faster. So anyway, so the Prince of Shells was trying to, that distracted me, the noise. Okay, right. He was trying to get a perfect life and a perfect wife, but I don't know how relevant is that. That was one of the problems why he chose the princess. He chose his princess over his wife because he was seeking for perfectionism, and that's not a good thing for him to do. So, you know, if you love somebody, you have to take them for what they are. You can't try to change them and make them into who you want to be. And if my video cuts short, I might just do an extension because if it sounds good, I'm not going to maybe redo it just because it cut short. So I might do a part 2. Okay? So what does the prince do? The Fool in the reverse, okay? He is regretting his past mistakes. And I guess he wishes and hopes that he probably wishes he didn't do what he did. He shouldn't have messed up his relationship because right now his wife does not like him very much at all, okay? His family situation is upset. His behaviors have caused a lot of problems in his household. And the prince, he should be a king, but he's a prince. He's seeing what he did. He caused a lot of problems and messed up his own family life, okay? So, let me see. So, you know what? I'm almost thinking maybe I should stop the video and do a part 2. I'm not sure. So, guys, I apologize. It took me a while to finish up the video. So I'm not sure if I should, nah. Okay, so guys, I'm sorry that I took a while to get to the video. I was kind of busy yesterday and sometimes I do kind of need a break. So you're going to catch part 2, okay? I'm going to stop the video right now, all right? Thank you for listening. Or if you wait for a minute, I can get my charger. Hold on a second. Let's just hope it has charge. And that means that I was kind of busy yesterday, so I didn't even charge my phone. That just means I was kind of busy. Okay, I'm holding the phone, so hold on a second. All right. Let's make sure it has charge. I hope it has charge. Yay, it has charge. Yay. Okay, great. All right. Okay, so great. I'm going to finish this up. Okay. So, what is going on is that I was at the Fool card and I was rushing, but I don't have to rush now. Okay, so what was I working on now? I was at the Fool and we had Trust reversed. Okay, so the prince regrets that he messed up his family life, okay? I'm not sure if he's becoming more mature or not. Let me think about it. I think what this is about is that he has to rebuild trust with his wife. Okay, so I rushed through here, so let me start back with this card. 8 of Gems, okay? So the 8 of Gems is about perfectionism, okay? So our prince here, he was trying to, he's living in an imaginary world or something, or that's what he was doing in the past, where everything is fairy tale perfect. And he's saying, okay, I have this castle and everything in the castle is supposed to be perfect. And my children are supposed to be perfect. And my wife is supposed to be perfect. But this is only an imaginary dream, because in real life, we live on Earth. In real life, things don't always go perfectly. People are not always perfect. Households may not be run 100% perfectly. So this prince thought for some reason that this Princess of Roses would give him everything he desired, but I'm not sure how that would be. How would that be? Because if she's a Princess of Roses, she's not in Queen energy, number one, so maybe she has no children. Number two, if she has no children and she's just hanging around being flirty and young, like, okay, so the prince is missing the point. He's dreaming of a perfect life. I'm not sure if he watches too much television or was into novels at a young age, but so you cannot compare. Let me put down this perfectionism card. You cannot compare a queen who has children, because at the beginning it was respect and joy. She's a wife and a mother, this queen. Okay, you cannot compare a wife and a mother. Now this queen, like I said, she's like, wow, almost perfect. Okay, she has it all together in her home and her family and everything. And like her children and her husband love her when she's in the upright. She's in the reverse because of her husband's behavior. So he is in dreamland. So I almost am wondering, it may not matter. It may not matter if this Prince of Shells, if Gemini's partner is a Virgo or a Pisces. Okay, but that's just what is coming to my mind. Okay, so he's comparing a wife and a mother to a single young woman or a person with that type of energy. And you can't compare that, because a single young woman who has no children, she will have a different type of body. It will be a younger body. Whereas when you have children, your body, you gave to your children and it maybe took away from you if you're a Gemini female, okay? So this prince is comparing apples to oranges, or say for instance, watermelons to bananas. I don't know. I'm changing it because a watermelon, you know, like when your tummy is pregnant, it's almost as if it looks like a watermelon. So I just said that to be funny. But okay. So anyway, what I'm trying to say is, so this is the flaw of this prince, okay? This is why his family situation is messed up, because he did not understand that this woman that he had, when she was young, she was probably just as fly as this princess over here. But when this princess over here has children and has a family, she may be as good of a mother or wife as this queen that he already has, or even not such a good mother or wife, because this is the Queen of Gems, right? She's like almost perfect. Okay? So it's almost like, what is going on with Gemini's partner? Okay? It's almost as if Gemini's partner in January has on some shades, or this was previous to January 2020, that he had on shades and he couldn't see. Like his shades were so dark he couldn't see what he had. And because of that, he was longing for some fairy tale over here. And so it caused him to lose what he had already. Okay? So for some people, Gemini, your partner could have been subject to magic of some sort, okay? Because he could not see. And if it were not magic, someone was in control. It could have been mind control or something. And it could just be that this Prince of Shells is just by nature drawn to illusions instead of reality, okay? So that is explaining the dynamic of why the Prince of Shells, why was he in another relationship on the side, okay? So now, the next card that we have after, okay, so perfectionism is the reason why the prince did the wrong thing, because he was not seeing reality for what it was and being appreciative, okay? So the Fool in the reverse means that he regrets his past decisions, okay? He's like, oh my gosh, if I knew back then what I know now, I would know that my behavior was not acceptable. I would know that I had a good thing, and yet I found fault with it for no reason at all, just because I couldn't see, okay? So that's the Fool here in the reverse. So the next card here is Passion reversed, okay? So okay, this must mean that now the prince, now that he can see, oh my gosh, now you have no passion, okay? So Gemini's partner has no passion in his or her life because of past mistakes, of not appreciating what he or she had, okay? So that may mean that the prince found himself with no one because his queen is not even paying him attention. She's upset. Okay? And then the princess found someone else. Okay? So his lover found someone else. So not only that, but now we have love in the reverse. Okay? So these are consequences of the Prince of Shells' actions. Okay? That now love is in the reverse. That means nobody loves him right now because he didn't treat what he had with respect, and because of that, he cannot find what he now, I guess, now he sees what he lost. And in this case, the queen is upset. Love is in the reverse, so that's what I'm saying. He lost love. Okay? So even if she may be married to him, she does not love him because of his lack of trustworthiness. Okay? So let me see. So I'm just going to hold the Prince card because I'm going to guess that. No, I'm going to put down the Prince card. I don't know which party this is relevant to. So now we have the Star card, okay? So the Star card is about hope, okay? So the Prince now can see. He took off those really, really dark shades where he was like walking around practically blind, not appreciating what he had. And so let me see. The Star card, okay, someone is having hope that this situation can work out, okay? The Prince was the last court card in the marriage relationship, so I'm not sure if this is the Prince having hope that things will work out. So with these next couple of cards, we're going to just leave these general. So one partner has hope that things will work out, okay? The Star card is kind of like the Magician card. So it's almost like somebody is praying for a miracle or something to change the situation for the better. Okay, so then we have the Sun card in the reverse. And so what does this mean? This means that let me see. Someone is not like grateful, and I already told you guys that already. That would be the Prince. So I think we're still working with the Prince, that he wasn't grateful, that he had a beautiful, because wow, this, I don't know if you guys remember when this queen in the upright, okay? Do you see the picture? Okay, so this queen, it's almost like he had a gem. You see it says Queen of Gems? She was pretty. She loved her kids. Her husband loved her in the upright. It's this woman like practically had everything, okay? But because the Prince couldn't see, he turned her like this. And now she's just like mad, like love, like no. You know, she's and you know what? I don't think it's like something with her that she can't be loved. What I'm just trying to say is that the Sun reversed here, okay? Maybe this is the Queen's energy. Maybe that's why I picked up the card. So the Sun reversed is about like depression or sadness or something like that. And so with this Queen, I don't think it's something going on with her. I think it's that she does not understand what happened and why. Let me see. Is there anything else? The support card is in the reverse. So what that means is that she was not being supported with love and affection and attention to help keep the household in perfect standing. Because like I said, this queen, whenever I would read about her in the upright here, wow, I mean, she had everything together. She was beautiful. She just had it all together. So this would be a man's dream. She's the Queen of Gems, money, like, okay? To have a wealthy, beautiful wife who loves the children, family, everything's put together, okay? So it's such a sad story, okay? So because she was lacking support, sorry again for the beat, she was lacking support, lacking love, lacking appreciation, okay? So that turned her in the reverse. So the Sun in the reverse can be about depression. It could be about sadness. It can be about like, I don't know, it's just it's almost like a sunny day is such a beautiful thing. And right now the sunshine, and I'm not sure if this is in regard to the queen or to the prince. So let me apply this to the prince now. So the husband of the Queen of Gems is maybe, okay, so I don't know which partner is feeling depressed and sad, but I'm almost sure it will be the prince because, well, the queen is in the reverse, so of course she's mad. But the prince might be sad because he's like, wow, I can't believe I did this thing. Why did I do this thing? And so he's sad because he also is lacking support right now. He wasn't being supportive in the previous times, but now he's lacking the support he needs because now wife and lover have turned their back on him, okay? So now he's kind of out in the cold, okay? Because of his bad decisions in the past. So I'm going to put down this card because I guess I explained that as best as I can. So let me see. So the next card is the Three of Wings in the reverse, okay? Someone is feeling sorrowful, okay? And I don't know if it's both partners. The reason why I'm going to say that is because this queen here, like I explained to you many, many times, I flip her upright. She's perfect, perfect wife, perfect mommy, beautiful, you know, elegant. So she's probably upset. She's saying, why did I choose this partner? She probably had a wealth of men interested in her because she was a catch. And so maybe she's feeling sorrowful for the whole experience. Okay? So I'm going to put this card back and I'm going to apply it to her partner. So what is her partner maybe thinking? What is Gemini's partner thinking? Well, maybe perhaps he's thinking, oh my gosh, why did I do what I did to my wife? I didn't see her value. I didn't appreciate her. And now I'm out in the cold by myself. Okay? I don't know if there's anything else I need to say about this. Okay, this is a heartbreak card, okay? It's like, wow, that there could have been love in the past. But the Prince of Shells, his actions caused heartbreak. Okay? And maybe he's just now realizing that. And I don't know what he can do about it because I don't think he can change the past. So what is the next card? So the next card is the Analyst. Okay. So this means that Gemini is likely feeling, now this could be, it could be the opposite. What if Gemini was in the Prince of Shells energy, okay? And what if your spouse or partner was in the Queen of Gems reversed energy? But I don't really think so. I think this is Gemini's energy, whether you're a male or female, okay? But it's possible that it could be your partner, that you could switch the energies or switch the story. So anyway, the previous card a while ago was heartbreak, okay? So now I explained what happened in the past, what's kind of going on in the present. Now we're getting, we're getting to the end of January now. Last two cards of January's reading for Gemini. So we have the Analyst. So the Analyst in the reverse here means that the Queen is almost practically bitter about the whole experience. As I stated a while ago, probably because she was such a perfect catch, she could have had other choices and she maybe chose the wrong choice, okay? So this Queen in this energy, it's almost as if she's saying, okay, so Gemini, whether you're a male or female, it's almost as if you're saying, you know what, I'd rather be alone because if there's not love and truth, if there's not something genuine going on here, I don't even want to be a part of it, okay? So the Queen is feeling that way, like, unless it's real, I can't be bothered, okay? Oh, no, it's before the heartache card, okay? So feeling upset because of this heartbreak, okay? Putting your all into something and it falling apart because someone didn't value it. So yeah, I don't think the Queen wants to do that anymore. So she still hasn't turned upright yet, okay? Because the situation just has her feeling bitter and upset and just not feeling it too much, okay? So now the next card here is the King of Gems, and now he is in the upright, okay? Now he is in King energy. Wow, okay? So we had a prince, and this prince, he was being immature. He was a prince. He wasn't a king. He was doing something because he was in illusions. He wasn't seeing what was before him. And now having had, I guess he caused heartbreak, having reflected upon his past actions. Now Gemini's partner is now standing in the upright and is in mature energy, okay? But you know, the thing that's not fair is that if he was the one causing trouble and he left his queen feeling very, very bitter and just like, relationships are not my thing right now. I don't want to do them. I don't want to be hurt. I don't want to deal with heartache anymore. That's what the Gemini may be thinking. So it may not be fair that the prince, because he was the one who was not seeing things for what they were, may not be fair that now he's in the upright, okay? But I'm going to put down the Queen's card, okay? So now, the King of Gems, now he is maybe focused on his money. Now perhaps he is trying to, I guess, I don't know if salvage friendships and to become honorable once more, okay? I don't know what he's going to do. Now, this King of Gems in the upright, he is faithful to his love partner, to his spouse, or, you know, his love interest, okay? So, let me see. Okay, guys, prepare yourself. So now we have a tower, okay? A tower moment, a crisis situation, okay? What is going on? What's going to happen? Did this already happen, okay? So what's going on for Geminis right now? Is this you or is this your partner or both of you? Okay. So I'll put down the Tower card. We have the Queen in the reverse. She's not feeling relationships. We have the King upright now. And now he is feeling his wife, I guess. Okay. So what is the Tower moment between the two of them? Okay. So I didn't know the answer, so I had to clarify. Okay. So the stack of cards popped out pretty quickly. Okay. So we have the Knight of Swords, okay? So what this is that the king now sees what he had, okay? He's like, okay, now I know what I had. Now I know what I want. Now I'm going to go after it, okay? So what he wants is his queen. Although she can't feel him right now because she's in the reverse, okay? So I don't know if this is the king's story, so let me put down this card and hold the King's card, okay? All right, so the next card here is Strength, okay? So the Strength card here is about the king may be getting the courage. Oh, okay, it's more about self-control, okay? Now all of a sudden he has self-control. Now he realizes, hey, I shouldn't sleep with whomever I choose to. I need to honor my marriage commitments, okay? So he's trying to plow toward his wife or go toward his wife, and to have self-control to not cheat, okay? Now we have the Lover's card, okay? So what does this mean? Does this mean that he's trying to go toward his wife? Or does it mean he's trying to go toward a lover? Or does it mean that there's an attraction, okay? Now we'll see. Let's see. All right, so the next card here is Commitment, okay? So he's attracted to commitment. He wants a commitment. All right, here we go again. We have the King of Wands, an honorable, compassionate, loving husband type energy. Okay. So I guess that's the King's energy. Let's see. The Commitment card came before these two. So we have a King of Wands in commitment with a High Priestess. Okay. Now, is this a lover or is this a wife? That is the question. Okay. So with that being said, the first card was the Knight of Swords. So the King of Gems is plowing toward what he wants. So I don't know if this is a lover, and if this lover is a High Priestess, okay? Or if this is his wife's energy. I'm not sure. Sounds like it's a lover, okay? So Let's see. And the High Priestess is someone who's wise, intuitive. Okay. Let's see. Okay. So the next card here is the Page of Cups. Okay. So the Page of Cups is a card about a new beginning. Okay. So in love. So this has to do with his wife. Okay. And what does that mean? That means he sees his wife as a wise person. I'm not sure if I'm going to say anything else. He sees forever with her. The High Priestess card in some decks has the infinity symbol. Okay. All right. Let's see. All right. So the next card here is the Ten of Wands. So the Ten of Wands card is about too much burden. Okay. There's a new beginning, and then this card is about too many burdens. So is this King of Gems overburdened? Let me see. A new beginning in relation to too much burden. Okay, as far as I saw, it was the Queen. Let me grab this Queen card. The Queen of Gems, because I'm going to put these two cards down. Okay, remember we had this dynamic going on here where the Queen was in the reverse because she normally has a perfect household, perfect children, because she was carrying all the weight by herself, because her husband was out doing other things and neglecting her. Excuse me for the noise, guys. I think the too much burden was on the Queen, okay? Because she had children and her husband was not there to support her, okay? He was being immature. So, let me see. Okay, so the King of Gems. Okay, so to understand this better, we had new beginning. Okay, with the too much burden. I don't know what this means. I'm going to put down the King's card. Okay. So I'm not sure if it's... Okay, let me look at the next card to further understand, okay? Okay. Okay, so what this is saying to me, the King of Gems wants a new beginning, okay? But it's a lot of burden because there are too many secrets. Okay? Okay, so this gets pretty deep. All right? This king, I don't know what he did. He did too much. And he's saying, well, it's going to be a whole lot of work to get a new beginning because I did too much stuff. So Geminis, that's what your partner is thinking. Okay, so let me see. I'm going to put down these cards. They're in the opposite order. Okay. All right. So that's not the last. Okay, this is the last card, okay? Okay, so now we have a Page of Pentacles, okay? So the King of Gems, remember, he is about his wealth and his status, okay? So that means there's good news about money. So I don't know if he's working on his money. Because he's saying it's too much burden to fix this relationship because he did too many things. So I don't know if he doesn't want to tell all the things he did. I don't know. So I don't know if he's focused on his money. Okay. So that was clarifying the Tower card. Okay. So the King of Gems was before that. So the King of Gems is having a Tower moment. And it is in relation to all those things I just mentioned. Okay. So now he's working on his money. Okay. Let's see. So he was trying to go after the Queen, but he said it's too much work because he told too many, fibs or whatever the case may be, outright lies. And so now he's working on his money. So the next card here is the Two of Gems reversed. Okay. So this card is a little water damaged. I tried to fix it, so don't mind it. So anyway, so this is a card about change, okay? So I didn't understand what was changing. It's changing the reverse. So I had to clarify that. And we have the Hermit card, okay? Somebody's in Hermit mode, and because the previous court card was the King of Gems, so the King of Gems might be in Hermit mode, and he may be working on his money, okay? And I think, to my knowledge, it's come out plain and clear that Gemini, you up here at the initial start of the spread, Gemini, you were in the reverse. You were upset, and you were in hermit energy also because you didn't want to put any more work in the relationship. Okay, so right now both parties are thinking the same thing in regard to this relationship is kind of done. I don't want to put any more energy in it because it is kind of messed up already. Okay, so now we have the Seven of Roses in the reverse. This is a card about courage. So let me look and see if it's about someone putting in the effort or not, okay? So the Seven of Gems in the reverse is about someone wanting to give up because that's the king. We saw that the king said he had too many secrets and it's too much work for him to, and that's so funny because sometimes I go off on tangents, but why would the king is thinking it's too much work to fix all the problems he caused, but then at the same time he doesn't even realize that his queen had a lot of burdens that she was carrying. I wonder how hard of a worker is this King of Gems. So Gemini, your partner may have a bit of selfishness because they're not understanding that you are carrying so much weight in regard to your home and family life, okay? And they were having so much fun, and so they don't maybe Geminis, you have been attracting partners that are not hard workers in regard to family situations. Maybe they don't understand the family dynamic, okay? It takes two partners to put in the work to make a relationship work, okay? And so now I'm going to talk more. So remember this perfectionism card here? Perfectionism, the king. So we have Gemini, your partner wants you to be perfect. At least in the past, this is what he was thinking. He wanted you to be perfect, storybook perfect, movie perfect, perfect wife, perfect house, perfect children, okay? But in regard to your partner, though, he won't put in the work to fix the mistakes. So it's like he wants you to be perfect, but he is not putting in as much work as you. And that is why, Gemini, I don't know which card I'm going to use to clarify this, but, that is why Gemini is upside down, because Gemini is saying, I put in so much work and I've been betrayed so much. And, my partner is not putting in as much work. And this can't work that way, okay? So far, we had gotten the hope card earlier because the prince, when he was in prince energy, he thought there was hope. He was like, wait, I do see my wife now. I do see her value now. Wait, there's hope. Let me try to get her back, okay? But right now, as it stands, somebody wants to give up. I'm not sure if it's both parties. Both parties are in hermit mode, okay? So let me see what goes on next. So we have the Magician, and this card is about energy. And so it's as if nobody's trying to make magic right now. No, I feel like the Queen, I'm going to further explain with the next card. This is what I was just explaining to you guys, work in the reverse. The Queen put in a lot of work. Her partner, Gemini's partner, did not put in very much at all, okay? And so because of this imbalance, like it's a one-sided relationship on Gemini's side, like Gemini had to do all of the work, Gemini's partner was out having fun. You can't have a relationship that way, okay? So the next card is the Nine of Gems, okay? So it seems like, I don't know if this is the masculine's energy here, or Gemini's partner, okay? So Gemini, I don't know which partner here because I didn't actually clarify this card, but the Nine of Gems here, one of you guys is like acting like, hey, I'm single, okay? And it doesn't mean that you're necessarily single, it's that you're like living, it apparently seems like both of you are living in hermit mode, and but one of you is like putting in a lot of time, effort, and energy into yourself. so that you're basically trying to be living independently as much as possible. People do this type of thing when they don't see a future in a relationship. They're trying to make sure that they are not codependent and that they're able to stand on their own 2 feet and restart their life with whenever the time is right, I guess. Okay. So, all right. So, and here with the work reversed, I'm not sure which partner this is in regard to. So I'm not sure if we're still working with the Gemini's partner with their energy, but I think that the Queen was the one who was putting in too much work. Okay. So with this Independence card, I'm not sure if it's the Queen who is trying to put in work on herself to, it doesn't have to be her, it's Gemini. So Gemini, you're putting in work on yourself to, I guess, move on to better waters, calmer waters, okay? And let's see what happens. So it's an either or here. Okay, so the next card is that because someone is working on themselves to try to better themselves and walk in an independent energy, like, my future is at hand. I'm not going to stay stuck here anymore. I don't want to, feel depressed and upset and, bring up old memories of this thing that didn't work. So because one partner is beautifying him or herself and, basically getting their life together, it is attracting someone into their presence, okay? So this person who's attracted to Gemini or to Gemini's partner is attempting to seduce them or tempt them into a relationship, okay? This could also just be an object, let me see, I said object. I'm going to stop that thought. I'm just going to stay there, okay? So putting in time, work, and energy into yourself and trying to stand on your own 2 feet is attracting some type of love, attention from somewhere else, okay? And I don't know if this is an ex-partner either, okay? So with this card being in the reverse, there could be health consequences. It could be spiritual consequences if you go toward this other person that's being attracted to you, okay? So the next card here is the 8 of Roses. So apparently this attraction that's going on in between Gemini or Gemini's spouse or love interest. I'm sorry, Gemini is either attracting someone new or Gemini's love interest or long-term partner or spouse is attracting someone new, okay? I'm starting to stumble over my words. I'm sorry, guys. Okay, so what I'm just saying is that someone's hearing I love you, okay? Someone's falling for seduction, okay? It's either Gemini or Gemini's partner, okay? And so, right, someone's flirting, they're calling, they're texting, like, ooh, I love you. No, I love you more, all of this, okay? So, and I don't know which partner. So we have the lovers, okay? So there's attraction. Someone was trying to seduce Gemini or their partner. Apparently they're succeeding because maybe they're in a, I don't know if this is an affair because it says the lovers, okay? So I don't know who is doing this, okay? And my throat is kind of scratchy. I don't know, I'm going to drink something along. Okay, so we have the lovers card. So what is going on is this okay, I don't know who this is. We have a Princess of Shells, okay? The romantic. So it's either that the king who was formerly in the energy of Prince of Shells, I don't know if he attracted a lover to himself because now he's working on his career. So I don't know if that's what's going on. That looks like what's going on. I don't know if he's ready to make him conceive children with this woman, this lover. There's some ooh, I love you going on and some romance going on and just, I don't know. So I don't know if the King of Gems is back to his old ways because he didn't want to clear up the situation with his wife. I don't know what's going on, but it seems like that is what is going on. because these cards came after the King of Gems, I'm just going to assume that he has a lover. So the King of Gems was the one who was seduced. And that, oh, I'm sorry, guys. So what happened was the King of Gems was the last card for January, okay? So in regard to February, the Tower moment happened for February, okay? So I'm not sure if Gemini's spouse or partner is having another lover in February. I'm not sure. You guys will have to get a personal reading to check on that in regard to your situation. This is a general reading. So I know you guys are glad I finally got to your reading. So show your appreciation by liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing, okay? If you'd like to make a donation, look at the link below. And if you'd like a personal reading, look for the link in my description box too, okay? All right, thank you for listening. Take care.